said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Going to look downfield again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week.
There he goes to the right, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Red pass, it's complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the pressure. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's check downs once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Looking to throw, it's Clay. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Thomas. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Unloads quickly. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there,
he lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's McAllister.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Texas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cornhuskers look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Caught near the sticks. It's heavy. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Nebraska. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's heavy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's calling.
Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Blasted as he lets it go.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Clay. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Huskers are rolling down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
The give to the back. They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. In the red area, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Clay. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Longhorns come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking downfield on 1st down. Connection to the right. And they will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now they've got got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but you're deep.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Quick completion on the outbound. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Clay. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in the...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quick handoff. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Here's a heat. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. Running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Gore. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.